The Tudor Black Bay 58 has been the king of luxury dive watch under $4,000, or even challenging some higher tier luxury brands. With 2023 coming to an end, which means this watch has been launched for half a decade now, is this still the king, or is it time to move on? There is one brand in particular that I think Tudor should really be worried about. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Phil. Welcome back to the channel. So the watch I have in hand today is the Tudor Black Bay 58 925 Silver. A huge shout out to my friend who just bought this watch brand new and lent it to me for a video. I'm sure you're all familiar with it, but still let's first quickly go through the specs. It has a case diameter of 39mm, a thickness of 12.5mm, lug-to-lug of 47.5mm and a lug width of 20mm. Water resistance is at 200 meters with a screw-down crown, which is the same as all other Black Bay 58, and it weighs around 87 grams on this leather strap. Now this taupe dial with this taupe bezel is really awesome. To me, this is the best color for the Black Bay 58. This is the color I would go for if I were to buy one. Unlike other Black Bay 58 though, this case is fully brushed, including the side of the case, which to some is a deal breaker. Turn around, we'll have an open case back. Inside is the caliber MT5400. It is cost certified and has power reserve of 70 hours. It is basically identical to other caliber 5402 inside other Black Bay 58s, except it is slightly larger in size to fit better for the display case back. Whether you like it or not, the hype around the watch market, especially in vintage Rolexes over the past few years, say from 2018 to 22, it has brought a considerable amount of attention to the Black Bay 58. Just take a look at one of these Rolex 6538, aka the James Bond Submariner. It could easily ask for over 150,000 US dollars, which I'm not even sure does the watch still takes and whine. Meanwhile, we have the Black Bay 58 from Tudor, a sister company of Rolex, that has an almost identical look, but with a modern mechanical movement inside for under $4,000. Of course, the person who is looking for that James Bond sub is clearly different from the person who looks for a Black Bay 58. But what I'm trying to say is, ever since this watch was launched in 2018, it basically set the benchmark for vintage-inspired dive watches on the market. It has the perfect size and proportions. It has an accurate and robust movement, a legitimate story behind the watch, and very importantly, its price relatively affordable and reasonable in the world of luxury watches. It is all thanks to all men, and that's why it is a well-deserved king of the segment. Now 5 years later, it's the first time I think the Black Bay throne is facing some serious challenge by a brand that is almost 100 years older than Tudor, Longines. And they didn't just give Tudor a jab, it's a jab and a cross punch. If you ask me 5 years ago, would I pick Tudor over Longines just purely as a brand with the product they offer? The answer would have been a certain yes. But if you ask me again now, I probably can't give you a certain answer. Longines has been putting out some great stuff in recent years, and many of which hit right at the heart of enthusiasts. Starting from the 42mm Spirit Zulu time, we might have long been known that Rolex made the first watch with a GMT bezel, but it was Longines that first produced a watch to display 2 time zones way before. The 42 Zulu time looks fantastic and finished to a high quality for the price, but there were voices hoping for a smaller case as it will fit on a lot more wrists, and that's the trend now. So Longines came out with a 39mm version earlier this year. That's a pilot's watch and technically have nothing to do with the Black Bay 58, but that shows how the brand is closely listening to its customers. So a few months ago around August, the brand utilizes its success in GMT, but this time in a dive watch, launched the new Hydro Conquest GMT. They look good and seem pretty welcomed by the market, as dive watches are generally more popular due to its ruggedness and versatility. But just before we think the brand is done for the year, Longines be like, hey, that's just my jab. Here comes the cross punch, the Legend Diver in 39mm. That has always been the Legend Diver in 42mm, but again, Longines is aiming at the heart of enthusiasts this time, taking away the date window and shrinking the case size. Now both this Black Bay 58 and the new Legend Diver are highly similar in dimensions, both 39mm across and around 47mm long, and both have thickness around 12.5mm and cost certified with around 70 hours of power reserve. Coincident? I don't think so. To me, it is a clear answer to the Black Bay 58. So what does that leave us with? Choices, the opportunity to choose. That's simply the best situation for a customer when brands compete to bring out great products. I don't have the privilege to compare the two side by side yet, but both watches are rich in history and that's already a big plus for me. I tend to like watches that have a story behind. Look-wise, I think the Black Bay 58 is still a safer choice for some due to its more traditional dive watch design. But the Legend Diver is more versatile in my opinion. It can dress up as well. It has that dress watch vibe while having the capability of a true ISO-rated diver, a pretty compelling package. One thing worth noticing though is the price of it has increased to $3,125 on a bracelet, which narrows the price gap between the two, with a brand new Black Bay 58 now costs $4,000. But if you don't mind going used, then you can easily find one for a lot less on the secondary market. I'm genuinely excited to see how these two watches gonna compete on the market. What do you think? Does the Legend Diver has what it takes to challenge the Black Bay 58, or is it already a knockout punch? Share your thoughts down in the comments. And thanks for watching. Please like and share this video if you've enjoyed it. Be sure to check out my other videos and subscribe to the channel for more content to come. Merry Christmas, and I'll catch you on the next one.